There's a lot of equipment in an audio setup, so we'll briefly explain what everything is and what it does. First, let's talk microphones. Not all microphones are alike. Microphones for voiceover work are usually classified as either dynamic or condensers. The main difference between these is how sensitive they are to sound. Condenser mics are more sensitive, meaning it's more likely to pick up your voice easily, but it will also pick up more background noise. In a home studio or office, typically used by Pluralsight authors, this could mean you pick up more air conditioning, reverberation, or mouth noises in the recording. Due to their sensitivity, they require specific placement and technique, and you may need to add blankets or sound-absorbing panels to get a cleaner sound. We'll talk about that in the next clip. However, configured correctly, they can provide a robust, full-sounding voiceover. Dynamic microphones are less sensitive, meaning they pick up just your voice and not much background noise. That means you have to keep your mouth very close to the microphone to get the best sound. If you move away from the mic while you're talking, your voice will get very quiet very quickly. With proper placement and recording processes, this could be the best option for you. You can get great audio with either type, as long as you know their limitations. The microphones in our starter and intermediate bundles are both condenser mics, and the Pro bundle mic is dynamic, so keep that in mind. You also need to know if your mic is a top address or a side address mic. With a top address mic, you speak into the top. With a side address mic, you speak into the side. Some microphones have a visual indicator to let you know which side to aim for. The starter and intermediate bundle mics are both side address, and the Pro bundle mic is a top address. To connect the mic to your computer, you'll need a USB audio interface. You'll recognize it as the box with many knobs and inputs that sits on your desk. This is what carries your audio signal to your computer, provides power to your mic, and functions as an external sound card. To hook up the mic to the interface, you'll use an XLR cable that looks like this. While some microphones connect directly with USB from the mic itself, XLR and an interface is better for a number of reasons. Using an interface will allow you to use studio quality mics, provide adequate power for these microphones, reduce latency, and give you more precise control over your signal. Here are the key settings for an audio interface. The gain knob is the main setting that you'll adjust. Gain refers to the strength of the preamplifier of an audio interface, basically how much volume you'll be getting from your mic. The exact amount of gain needed varies depending on your microphone, but halfway to maximum is a good starting point. Setting it at the maximum level often results in being too sensitive and causing distortion, or having more prominent background noise. Setting it too low will result in the recording being too quiet. A good starting point for setting gain is to plug in your mic, plug in some headphones, and increase the gain until you barely hear background noise, then back it down a little bit. While you can increase the volume level with editing, it's better to get as close as possible to your target volume while recording. Phantom power is another key setting on an interface, sometimes labeled with a 48V button. What is phantom power? It's just a fancy way of saying electric power. Specifically, condenser microphones need electricity to power them, so if you have a condenser mic, turn this on. If you have a dynamic mic, you won't use this. With all of that plugged in, here are a few other accessories that we recommend. A pop filter. A pop filter does exactly what it says, filters pops. Specifically strong puffs of air coming through your mouth, common with P letter sounds. Pops of air can sound like this in a recording. It's not very pleasant. The mesh of a pop filter diffuses these pops of air. Boom arm and shock mount. The boom arm and shock mount are almost always used together. Boom arms are very convenient because you can easily adjust the position of the mic. A shock mount is a rubber cage that goes around the microphone. With condenser microphones especially, this helps reduce vibration sounds, like typing, that may be picked up by the very sensitive microphone. A good pair of headphones is key to being able to monitor the quality of your audio. Low-quality earbuds and laptop speakers don't accurately reflect the sound quality. If you listen to your recordings on these, there may be background noise on your recording, but you literally won't be able to hear it. It's best to plug headphones into the audio interface to listen while recording, or at least at the start of every recording session to make sure you're sounding right. If you need to buy headphones or any of these other accessories, check out the author kit for our recommendations. To test your audio and to record, you'll also need software that can edit audio and video. We'll get into this software more in the Recording Your Videos and Editing Your Videos module, and you can also find information on software options in the author kit.